Hello, Canvas family. Tansley Stearns here, and excited to talk today about our voice of the member. So really lucky to have Ashley and Sheila with us to talk about sort of our path to where we are headed in the coming months to listen more keenly to our members. So can you guys talk to us a little bit about what we've been up to, and then we can talk about the evolution we're about to go on?
You bet. So right now we measure our post-member interactions through survey, either over the phone or email, and we do that for transactions, phone calls through the comm center, and then all new accounts and loans. And so we get our members' feedback, but it can be a bit limiting. And so what we're doing is we're asking them about how their service went and what we could do better. But I think we have room to grow.
So I know we're about to make a transition to use a new organization to help us gather this voice of the member. What are some of the things that you're excited about in terms of what we might hear more from, or that advancing of what we're hearing from our members?
Sure. So I think one of the things that we're most excited about is getting a more accurate read on what we call member effort. So what are the things that we do that make it difficult or more difficult than we want it to be for our member to really interact with us in a way that's easy for them? And so I think with this transition, we'll be able to gain feedback that's going to be far more valuable for us when it comes to understanding what we can do better to make things easier for our member.
Nice. Very cool. So I know I'm super passionate about this member effort score. I spent a lot of time in my former life focusing on that. But from your perspectives, why do you think member effort matters so deeply?
Yeah, it's so important because, of course, all of our experiences through our members' eyes tell us what we can do better for them. And understanding not just how we perceive the effort for our member is, but truly understanding through the member's lens what that experience was for them, that truly will tell us their loyalty and their satisfaction of not only staying with the credit union, but then helping us grow the credit union. And so understanding that friction point and whether we truly put them through many paces to get some of the products and services that they should be able to get effortlessly is really important to us. And that's really the only way that we will continue to help them go live.
Very good. So can you talk about maybe an example with some of the feedback we've gotten in the past few months where we've heard from the member and then maybe we've been able to make some adjustments or changes to improve member service?
I think one of the biggest things is just the opportunity that we have to reach back out to the member and say, hey, thank you so much for taking your time to give us feedback. And it really has an impact on the relationship, our willingness to reach out and say, thank you for telling us how your experience was. And then it really is, we're able to create a more custom approach when the members come into the branches, because we understand at this branch, this is what the members need and want. And we're able to do that through an open dialogue. And that comes from the feedback that they give us.
Yeah, that's right. So do you feel as though members are pretty willing to share their input?
Yes. In fact, that's what I love so much about this survey process is that, and surprisingly, our members tell us a whole lot. And they really like using the online channel to tell us, so they write some books and tell us precisely what they love and the things that we really really need to work on, and things they absolutely just do not love, and that gives us an opportunity to fix it for them. But they're very vocal. They like to tell us whether we're doing good or whether we have work to do, as they should. And so I'm excited about their feedback, and they will continue to give us that feedback, and not just in branch, but now we have areas where we can graph and chart and figure out and work on process improvement, and that's really huge about their feedback, because it allows us to see where those points are that we need to go in and work through different business units to make sure that we're doing the very best that we can through that feedback.
Yeah, that's right. So can you talk a little bit about that process? So we, ask the members for feedback, we get it back, and then what do we do?
Yeah, so right now in our current format, we get a one-page sort of report that just summarizes the scores that the member gave us and then any comments that they shared with us about their experience. And we're able to work shoulder to shoulder with our employees to really understand, here's the interaction, here's the member, here's how they scored you, here's the feedback they shared with us. And a lot of times we're able to incorporate other departments and other business units, because very rarely is the feedback about one situation or one of our family members. Oftentimes we work as a team, and that's reflected in the members' comments.
Yeah, that's right. Very cool.
So when you think about the evolution of the questions, what are some of the things we've been asking, and how do you see those evolving in terms of what we'll be probing and wanting to learn more about?
Yeah, we've asked some of the basic questions. Of course, how they, would they recommend us? And those kinds of questions are going to carry forward. But some of the basics that we're going to move past are, have we used your name? Stand and greet. We've moved beyond those things. Our services move beyond it. And so our survey needs to move beyond it as well. But taking a deeper dive into, would they choose to do business with us this way again? Meaning, if we are going to be reaching out to them electronically, is that an avenue? So we're able to expand the kind of questions to make sure that we're meeting them where they are and not where we think they are.
Nice, good. Awesome. Well, one of my favorite questions to ask, and I know you've both been with me before, so you have to stretch a little bit here, is what makes you delightfully offbeat? What do you want to share with our family members today?
Okay, so last time I talked about liking to fix a lot of things, but I also love to decorate. So I am in my very happy place right now. We've got our tree, and I love to decorate, and so that's what I love to do. Just all things Christmas. In fact, in October, I got so excited that Christmas movies were already on the Hallmark Channel, so that makes me maybe a little delightfully offbeat.
Nice. And just one tree or more than one tree?
More than one tree. More than one.
I can tell she's not revealing how many trees.
We're in discussion about even more, so we'll see.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ashley?
I put sparkles on everything, so I'm a professional bedazzler.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. What's the most interesting thing you've put sparkles on?
Wedding dresses, pageant costumes, dance costumes, swimsuits. You name it, I can rhinestone it.
The two of you are dangerous together. The decorations that are bedazzled. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you both so much for your time today and for helping us to better hear from our members. I'm so excited to see what we hear, and we'll have to have you back again to give us some input. Yeah. Awesome. And I want to thank you so much for taking the time today. We'll be back again next week as we continue to love being campus.